Hello guys, I'm coming to you with a message for my Aquariuses, and there's some stuff that I noticed like right now before I did the message, that I'm here at the park and behind me we got palm trees. I love this building like hotel thing because it changes colors, so also like maybe while I'm doing the reading, the colors may speak to you about different chakras and the things that relate to that. But that building's like awesome with that. Another reason why I love it. But while I came here, there was over by the water there, I've never seen them there before, was an orange construction truck, and they kept going around and picking up debris, picking up the stuff, going in circles and removing things and items and stuff that didn't need to be here at the park. And I feel like that is a message that pertains to your reading. And I also went to go over in this pavilion and it looked like it was completely empty, but then it's like they were in the dark of a couple that was like kissing and making out, but it's something that was hidden in the dark. And I was like, well, obviously can't do it here, but so I came over here, and the first place I picked out was too noisy. There was too much static. So in order to get my message, say my duty, my job, so to speak, I couldn't get that message to you because it was too noisy over there by the traffic, which I feel also pertains to what your, and what I can clearly see with your reading, that the growth and the work that you needed to get done in your life is not, that you need to get done is not where you were before. There was too much noise, there was too much static. You weren't able to fully express yourself and your truest desires and fulfillments. Although you thought it was your fulfillment, it wasn't. And that the lovers being in the background was apparently like somebody that you were with that's from the past, and it's something that you're still holding on to somewhat, but it was a lesson that's hidden from the past and it's within the dark within yourself, and that you're currently recovering from it. If you're not, you're about to be, but I believe that from what they've shown, this is something you're actually currently going through, is like construction of your life from leaving that situation, and to not forget what happened in the past. But that's pretty much, that is a lot of the gist of the reading, but that was something that I noticed right off. And then the first thing that I noticed was, there's an airplane going over me right now, but was Jupiter card is the expansion. And over here, the skyscraper that you can see, it was lit up purple, which purple, I know me being a part Sagittarian, is the color of not only like the third eye and the awakening, but it's also Sagittarius's lucky color. Their birthstone's turquoise, but that is something like Thursdays and purples associated with Sagittarian energy. So it has to do with like an awakening, an expansion of your mind. That this was right next to, let's see if you guys can see that. I'm sorry for the lighting, but it says don't, focus. It says don't forget. And if you can see there, it says reminder. And it was reminding you of this. It says fulfillment. But what came out, this is like for your reading, what came out was this was like, and not just like healthy pleasures of like Tauridian energy, or like, you indulge every once in a while and reward yourself, and everything in moderation is healthy. This wasn't in that. This was in the sense of something that is something that is intoxicating, not to forget the lessons of the past that was meant to expand you, and it was from a karmic relationship, something that you thought was your fulfillment, but it clearly wasn't. And that this expansion, this lesson that you learned from your karmic partner was meant, they were there specifically. This is also part of your destiny, to have gone through this situation, to have gone through this heartbreak from this person. It was written in the stars, so to speak, and it was meant to growth, which Sagittarian energy is also growth, and it was meant to grow you. And it's like to expand you, to expand your mind, and of lessons from people. And part of the lessons of things was very murky. There was like secrets, hidden things from you that left you guarded. You were not victorious in it. But at the same time, even though that you thought this person was your wish fulfillment, it was not. It was like, and it, inside, you kind of prayed for this, for this to like come to an end. But the reminder here is that right here underneath the reminder card, it had to do with not rushing into relationships, not rushing into something that you thought was your 10 of Cups, that may have looked like, had to do with like vanity and gossip and things that was not, it was not constructive for yourself. Now, either your person was like this, or you were like this, or maybe you were attracted to this. You'll know if that which one resonates, but it had something to do with what looked good on the outside, what everyone, and what looks good to everybody else in public and everything. But it was not actually constructed. It was just vanity. It was empty, so to speak. It didn't produce good fruit, and just had to do with maybe keeping up with the Joneses, or, you know, it was something that very 3D based minded of what's considered good, but it didn't fulfill you. It didn't. Now, this person may have been like that. Like I said, you may be like that. You may have something where you wanted that, but then there's like whatever lesson you learned hit you hard, and it's like you had to see not to let that go, but to also not rush into things. I feel like this may have been the other person that was like this, and that this may have been the other person that was like this, and not to sorry, I'm noticing the security car over there, but hopefully you can hear me. The kids are like screaming over there. But it may have also, this person might have brought you like a lot of fun at first, but it was something that didn't last. It was something that it couldn't hold up. And that right now you're currently in recovery, and it's a bittersweet ending because this person wasn't really meant for you. Now, they were meant to come into your life, and people are meant to come into your life for some a day. I'm sure you've heard a day, a week, a season, and then some for a lifetime. But this person was meant to come in to give you this lesson, to expand you and show you for the future. So, and you also, so you know what you want and what you don't want in life. And because of that, it's bittersweet. Is like, and you're gonna find your fulfillment. But this was just confirmation to me that when I asked what type of partner it was karmic. And it brought you a lot of heartbreak, a lot of heartache. Now, why it came, because it was karmic, it could be this life, could be a past life, I don't know. But this person you thought was your lover, your soulmate, your twin flame, maybe even, but all it brought was heartache. And that you're meant to take the lessons of that because it's prepping you for the next relationship, for the next chapter in your life, to show you what produces good fruit. What produces good fruit, or what becomes intoxicating and can destroy you in the end. And that I know, as hard as this is, it's like this person was meant to help you grow, and to also see that not to rush into things, to allow things to expand, to unfold naturally at a good pace, at a nice growing pace. Like a baby doesn't grow within, it doesn't grow overnight. We have to wait, and it's in the dark, like a seed, so to speak, to be able to grow and fully mature. But apparently, like, you rushed into this too fast because it looked good on the outside, it looked right, but it turned out not to be. And next time in the relationship, you'll see, if you choose to get into another relationship, you'll see not to do that, not to by not rushing in, you'll be able to see who this person really is. How do they really fit? And why are they in my life? Are they here to work? Every soulmate, everybody's here to teach you a lesson. But are they here because, to teach you something that it's like, oh, okay, thank you for the lesson. They're not, thank you for the lesson. And you were here to teach me that, and we'll see you next time. But you obviously thought that this person was like the one. And it's like, I know how that feels. That really sucks, is like to get into that and think that you found your love and everything, and it turns out that it was like, it wasn't. It feels like a huge loss, but it clearly wasn't. And this person is growing you. They gave you this because the very next thing that is coming for you, you're going to need to know this. And from what I saw, there was a lot of conflict with this person. This was when I asked for the clarifying cards on this. A lot of conflict. The person was, with this and this, was very self-indulgent. Oh, sorry guys, it's the Empress. It's like not showing very well. Along with the Five of Swords. And that this person you were possibly married to, if you weren't married to them, you were in a committed relationship as if you were married to them. And that this was something that was very deep in your heart. You really cared about this person and loved this person, but all it brought was poverty, and it just took from you. It depleted you and depleted of your heart, and now you're having to heal that heart. And this was a false person. And I got that you know this. You have the clarity on this. You know this already. And that what was being hidden from you was that this person might have had a child. You might have a child. That might be an indicator of something, because that was in there. And that to really think about this and not ruminate, but think about what the lesson was. And you Aquas are like so intelligent and everything. You're good at like cutting through emotions, cutting through stuff, and seeing things for what they clearly are. And take that with you as like your tool in your little bag and move along. And something that I saw, where is it? Oh no! There was a confidence. Hold on, guys. I'll find it. There was a thing that shown that you needed to make a commitment for yourself. That you needed to commit to yourself and to have the confidence within yourself of your high priestess, your medicine man or woman side within you. that is like something right now that is trying to be birthed through you. Oh no, I hope it didn't blow away. Like, this picture, oh, there it is. This picture just spoke so much to me. It says the confidence card, but it's having confidence in your unique self, your unique self-expression of who you are and what you bring to the table. It's like, if you look at this girl, she's like just completely natural. Her hair is not even straightened. It's like it's a little bit frizzy, and not really frizzy, but you know what I'm saying. It's like it's not all perfect, and the fact that that's like that is what makes it perfect. But for you to believe in yourself, because you are this beautiful, you are true natural beauty, and to bring that and birth that out of yourself, and that this relationship was holding you back from that. You couldn't work, you couldn't study, you couldn't do the things that you wanted to do. And this person that was part of the karmic lesson was also learning that, oh, okay, like dealing with a person like this, you couldn't do what your truest heart's desire is. And I'm sorry that this person appeared like they were something real, something desirable to you, and it turned out to be a dud. But that was also part of the lesson. And you'll be able to take that with you and also share that with others. There's very valuable, you have Jupiter energy all over. Sag energy is all about like learning lessons and gaining wisdom from them, and then taking action on the knowledge that you learned, and it becomes wisdom. But wisdom comes from hardship. It doesn't, if it's not your own hardship, it comes from someone else's hardship. And it's like, and naturally too, it's like if you have that wisdom right in you with some things, it might have been the wisdom from past life. Like but this is teaching you that. So it's like a tool. You just pretty much, it's bittersweet because you pretty much just gained like another tool to put in your pocket, is like that not everybody has. Is like, and it takes these lessons, it takes these relationships to do that. And so it's like you're pretty much was in a school. From what I can see, this person was like, you just leveled up a grade, but don't forget the grade. Keep it in your mind. Remind you of the stuff, Don't get depressed and everything over it. Heal and everything. Feel your feelings like you're supposed to, and then release and let go. But remember, don't forget. Don't ever forget. But to have forgiveness for yourself and the other person. I know that's like really hard to do that. That did come out for you guys. But if forgiveness really only hurts ourselves, not forgiving only hurts ourselves, because we hold that toxicity, and you actually energetically, when you don't forgive, are still attached to that person. And especially like a lot of the people that I'm reading for are spiritual, are very empathic in nature, and I've had experiences where I could not forgive, and it come to my awareness that holy crap, like I could still feel their thoughts, their feelings, their everything. They were in my dreams. It was like, and I could feel their influence, their energy by me, and it was like very tormenting. And it took me a long time, but when I finally processed and released and let go, and it sounds easier said than done, but it really is a process. I felt free. I didn't have all these, I cut cords and everything, and by forgiving, you completely cut that cord and balance out the scales, and it sets you free. So it's like, if you can't do it for them, because we're all in this school of life, and really we all make mistakes, and I know I don't want to be judged for the mistakes that I made, so it's like I need to forgive and let go. But if you can't do it for that, do it for yourself. It's like, and I'm sorry that this person caused you that. It's like, but you are going to be moving on, and releasing, letting go, and you belong to spirit. You belong to your path, and this, and to dive deep into that, dive deep into spirit right now, and that will help raise your vibration and everything. And one thing that I love to do too is, like, you know how there's love songs everywhere and everything. Like, one thing that was like really healing to me is that take love songs and imagine them about spirit. Is like, think of them in that way, and you will be surprised how many love songs that normally would like bring you down, because it's like, why is it always a love song? Because when you're not in that mood, or when it's not good for you to listen to stuff like that, when you listen to them and it's about spirit and your devotion to spirit and your connection and your longing and everything, like, that will just like draw you in so much to put you on your path. And it's like, so like, that's one thing that I use, and a trick that I use, and it's like, it's really good, and it's very healing for me, and it shows you that you are not alone. You're not. And it's like, even though, because they say when we leave somebody, it feels like a heartbreak. It feels like somebody died, essentially. It's like similar, it takes a similar process, and the feelings that of if somebody died, and it's like, they've done studies on that, and that's like, that's pretty crazy, man, when you think about it. But I know it's true. I know it is. And it's like, but, and I'm not saying like it's just as bad, but it can have a big toll on you. Your whole life like go to crap because of it, while you're trying to dig yourself out of that. And especially if they were like really abusive and stuff, like, it's really bad to come back from that. I know, guys, I know. And so I just wanted to leave you guys with this, and I hope and pray that this message helped you. And right now, because we are going through these ascension symptoms, and times we're all getting like aches and pains and stuff here and there, I do have my Archangel deck that is Archangel Raphael, if you guys can see that. And I'm going to pull you guys a deck from here, which is my healing deck, and you guys totally need it for this and for your self-care and everything. So it's a blue flame right now. I'm gonna pull you guys a card for this and see what healing messages want to come through. Archangel Raphael, we asked what healing message needs to come through for Aquarius this time. Archangel Raphael, what healing messages need to come through for Aquarius at this time? Woo! So that's too many. 1 second, guys. Here comes that orange construction. Like, I'm just calling it a truck. It's like a bulldozer or something. Here, maybe you guys can see. There it is. They're making their rounds, circling around, picking up all the debris. So that's what you guys need to focus on right now. And also tuning into your creativity. And they're doing this all within the dark and within themselves. That is so part of your message right now. All right. So, Sorry about that, big eye. Okay, let me fix you there. Hold on. Sorry, guys. This outside table has holes in it, so I'm like, okay. Okay. What healing messages for my Aquarius? Unconditional joy. It says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me appreciate everything that makes me happy right now. And also, in growing and everything, gratitude was the thing to also remember, is to do gratitude. You can do like a journal, do it in the mornings. You know, just take time, even if it's during your tea or coffee time, you know, just say, you know, I'm thankful, and be present in the moment. And also gratitude also helps bring you and anchor you into the moment. And that's what you guys need, is not to be, don't be depressed about the past, or about the future, but to bring it and anchor it in the now. And okay. So unconditional joy, and you can call upon Archangel Raphael to bring you those little moments, or help excite that in you. Exercise is key. All right. It says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for motivating me and guiding me for an exercise program that fits my schedule, interests, and budgets. And guys, love on yourself right now like there's no tomorrow. And instead of, you know, focusing on that, like on what could have been, do the exercise. Like, you can go bike riding, you can do yoga, you can do swimming, you can go for a walk. Like, there's a myriad of ways of how you can exercise, you know, under any condition, any routine, I know there is. And it's like, it's really awesome. And that's also going to help you to gain confidence within yourself, to feel strong. And we really need to be doing that right now during these ascension energies and everything that we're going through. Is like, I was putting off stretching and stuff, and it's like, it feels so good to stretch. Like, literally go off of what your body feels right now. Like, if it feels good, do it. It's like, because we have these energies, the DNA is changing, and the DNA and the energy moving through the body is like, it's changing things, and ligaments and stuff, shifting things around. So by stretching and exercising and everything, it'll feel really good. And it helps to purge out bad energies and negative energies. It just totally sets you in a higher vibe. But I gotta get my building in there. Okay, it says you also have detoxification, and diet is important here. Okay, guys. So you guys are being reminded, says, for detoxification, it says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for cleaning up my body, mind, and life, so that I may happily and healthfully live free of chemicals. And then we have diet is important here. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for guiding me to make positive eating and drinking choices, and for reducing or eliminating my cravings for unhealthy substances. So you guys are needing to have gratitude for the moment and what you have and the lessons you've learned, because you're going to see in the next chapter, from what I saw, you're going to need it. But right now you need to focus on the now and you and what brings your wish fulfillment desires. And it says exercise is key. So you need to do an exercise program, and detoxification, You can also, like dancing, do something that expresses yourself. If you hate exercise, exercise with dancing, move your body, just do something that moves your body. That's another one that's fun. And it's like you can get creative with that stuff too. But, and you need to detox your body. Go on a, I'm on a green juice cleanse right now, and it's really helping me through these energies, because a lot of people are getting achies and symptoms, and no, it's not COVID. So and people are having like gallbladder and kidney issues a lot because of all the energies and ascension. But so yeah, make sure you clear out any chemicals in your body. Go on a cleanse, get some teas. You know, you can do this hit it as hard as you want or as easy. You be the judge of that. You know your body better. But yeah, so do exercise and detox and eat good, clean foods, high vibrational foods, no processed things. And if you guys need any tips, you know, on anything, or you're like suffering with something, I'm not a doctor, but from my, you know, so there's that disclaimer there. But I have healed myself from many things. I've been every shape, body type under the sun. I've healed, I've had lupus, I've had a lot of things. So if you guys like, I've done just about every cleanse, had different problems with organs and stuff. So like if you guys have something, if I know like a remedy for it, natural remedies, and those do work, you know, I can help you with that. Is like a comment and I'll give you whatever. If it's something I've been through and I can help you with it, I will. But yeah, so you guys do need to focus on that though. Love your body, man. And I hope that this helps, and I'm grateful that you were able to come with me and be here with my favorite building back here. So I'll see you guys in the next reading. Bye-bye.